Hey, Legacy Church, this is Tim Carter, campus pastor at our East Mountain campus. We find ourselves here at another Fasting Tuesday. You know, fasting for the sake of disciplining the body sometimes isn't enough. Sometimes we need more of a reason. And sometimes that's a big problem for me as well as for you. Why? Because food is good, especially buffalo wings, my favorites. Enchiladas, tacos, food is good. And sometimes that makes fasting a very hard thing to do. And so sometimes we need more reason to fast. And I think it might help to hear what the Word of God says about more reasons for fasting. So I want to read to you a couple of verses out of Isaiah. Isaiah 58:6-11 tells us, "Is not this the kind of fasting I have chosen? To loose the chains of injustice and untie the cords of the yoke, to set the oppressed free and break every yoke." Isn't that what we're facing right now in our country? Don't we need the chains of injustice to be loosed and for the oppressed to be set free? Verse 7 says, "Is it not to share your food with the hungry and to provide the poor wanderer with shelter? When you see the naked, to clothe them and not to turn away from your own flesh and blood?" Isn't that what we're doing through our giving and through our food things that we're doing weekly, daily? Verse 8 says, "Then your light will break forth like the dawn." Love that word, then. Your light will break forth like the dawn, and your healing will quickly appear. Then your righteousness will go before you, and the glory of the Lord will be your rear guard. Then you will call, and the Lord will answer. You will cry for help, and he will say, "Here I am." If you do away with the yoke of oppression, with the pointing finger and malicious talk, and if you spend yourselves in behalf of the hungry and satisfy the needs of the oppressed, then your light will rise in the darkness, and your night will become like the noonday. The Lord will guide you always. He will satisfy your needs in a sun-scorched land and will strengthen your frame. You will be like a well-watered garden, like a spring whose waters never fail. That passage shows me that there's a lot of good reasons, more than just disciplining our bodies and our spirits, a lot of good reasons to be fasting. And so I encourage you, go to Isaiah 58 verses 6-11, read through that again, and encourage yourself in all those reasons, all those amazing things that God said He would do when we set ourselves aside and start serving Him and serving others. Legacy Church, you are so awesome and you're doing such a great job at serving our communities. God bless.